It's best known for its charm bracelets, but Pandora seemed to be losing its sparkle on Monday. Despite lifting its outlook for the year, shares in the world's largest jewellery maker by production capacity fell sharply as investors were concerned about weak sales growth at its stores in the third quarter. The Danish firm said sales at Pandora stores grew just 5% in the third quarter, well below analysts' expectations of 14%. Still, the company said it had continued to see strong sales in the United States in the third quarter as massive government stimulus saw consumers spend big on goods and services. Pandora now expects organic sales growth of 18 to 20% for this year, up from a previous forecast of 16 to 18%. The firm will report full third quarter earnings on Wednesday. Shares in the firm were down over 7% by late morning Monday.
American Airlines is the latest air carrier to be hit with massive delays and outright flight cancellations. The airline canceled 262 flights on Monday, bringing the total number of flight cancellations since Friday to more than 2,200. The schedule disruption leaving thousands of travelers stranded across the country.
Our flight from Philly to Fort Lauderdale was delayed twice and then ultimately canceled.
We just got canceled on us. We don't know what to do.
The airline is grappling with staff shortages and severe winds at one of its main hubs, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas. That has knocked out Americans' arrival capacity by more than half, leaving pilots and flight attendants unable to make their scheduled flights. Staffing shortages have now hit American Airlines, Southwest, and ultra-budget carrier Spirit as the industry ramps up flights ahead of the holiday season without staffing keeping pace. One travel expert warns airlines may have no other choice but to cut back, something the industry does not want to do as it tries to grab every dollar from pent-up consumers ready to travel again.
I just think the airlines need to be less aggressive in their scheduling. They're just trying to fly as many places as they can, and then when there are problems, things go really bad fast.
But American hopes this is just a temporary speed bump on the road to recovery from the devastating drop in demand seen during the health crisis.
Workers at some of Amazon's German warehouses began strike action on Monday. It's part of a long-running battle with the company over pay and conditions. The Verdi Services Union has been organising industrial action on and off since 2013. It says it called the latest strike to demand a pay rise in line with agreements it reached with the country's broader retail and mail-order industries. Verdi says workers will walk out at 7 facilities over Monday and Tuesday. It didn't say how many employees were taking part in the action. In a statement, Amazon said it offered excellent pay, benefits and career opportunities. It said the strike had not had any impact on customers so far. Earlier this year, Amazon said it would guarantee a minimum wage at its German warehouses of €12 or almost $14 an hour. That would be in line with a level expected to be set by the country's new coalition government.
Coca-Cola announced Monday that it is buying the remaining stake in sports drink brand BodyArmor that it does not already own. The price tag? $5.6 billion, making this Coke's largest buy of a single brand in the company's storied history. Coke first acquired a 15% stake in BodyArmor back in 2018. This new deal creates a fresh matchup for two long-standing rivals, since Gatorade, the #1 sports drink, is owned by Pepsi. The late basketball great Kobe Bryant was an early backer in BodyArmor and helped drive its popularity, taking a financial stake in the early days of the company. BodyArmor, popular with sports athletes, has about $1.4 billion in annual sales, according to Coke. Coca-Cola has decided to run the sports drink brand as a separate business within its North America operating unit. The deal marks a shift in strategy for Coke, which has been shedding or shutting down other beverages over the past year and focusing on Coca-Cola sodas. Shares of Coke were down slightly in midday Monday trading.
Tourists streamed through Israel's Ben Gurion Airport on Monday as the country reopened its borders to some vaccinated foreign travellers.
I'm excited to be here after 4 years away.
I feel great. We all are so excited to be back in Israel.
The new rules allow for tourists who have received COVID booster shots to enter, but not if more than 6 months have lapsed since their last dose. There are some exceptions. Entry will be granted to travellers, including children, who recovered from COVID-19 in the 6 months prior. Anyone who recovered earlier will also be admitted if they received at least one vaccine dose approved by the WHO. Tourism dropped more than 80% last year after hitting a record high of 4.55 million visitors in 2019 that contributed $7.2 billion to Israel's economy.